Yo. How is everybody doing? This is Mr. Hardcore Mood, where I know how to speak. Hey everybody, this is Mr. Hardcore Mode, where nothing is easy. Warriors and wenches, how y'all doing? And God bless. We are here this Wednesday, and we're here with another Hard Rat stream. This one we're going to talk about Code Violet. We're going to talk about Splitgate. We got some trailers for you. We're going to talk about Brown Dust 2 and its censorship. And yeah, I'll also show you Deadpool finally on Marvel Rivals, and the interactions on there are pretty damn funny. I think we're going to show the trailers, and then we're going to show the Deadpool interactions for Marvel Rivals. I think they're fucking hilarious. I'm also trying to get this for some odd reason Kick is not functioning. I thought I could have Kick be on here working, but it's not. I apologize for anybody that might be getting something weird. I knew it was going to be the second one. Let's try this code. Try that one. Okay, so that's the codes, got it. But that's the Steam URL. I'm trying to get back online. Do I need something for the Steam thing? I apparently need something. Does it need to be reset? It's probably the yeah, this one right here. Code successfully verified. Would you like the password manager to save? No. Yeah, I'm trying to get I got the Steam key for it, but for some odd reason Kick keeps on kicking me out of the Restream, and I don't know why. But I guess I really wanted this to work with you guys. Here are the recommended encoding settings for your broadcasting software. For more information, check out this. Okay, frames, got it. This has worked. My frames have worked before. I don't know why it's telling me, oh, you need to change it, when it was just fine previously. Keyframe interval in seconds. Let's see. Instant bit rate. Ranger Danger, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Hey dude, I'm doing pretty good, thank you. Everyone asks where Mr. Hardcore Mode, but nobody asked how Mr. Hardcore Mode. So how are you doing, brother? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing all right. I'm a little bit frustrated with Kick right now, and Kick is just not going to be a thing until I figure out what has happened, because it keeps on loading up and then flicking on and off. I'll figure it out later. I'm not going to do it right now. Let's go ahead and start off with the two trailers and figure out what these two games are. I got Masters of Albion. I'm going to show that to you guys first. So let's go ahead and turn off the music for now. Let's change the screen. Let's go, boys. This game is called Masters of Albion. I guess from the same creators of Albion Online. I don't know. The graphics don't need to be perfect. They just need to have a particular art design that I'm interested in.
As a resident of Albion, I've seen it all. Life's a little stranger in my neck of the woods, see? There's Big Hand, for one thing.
You must be the hand.
All our towns. Building all our buildings.
You could just throw people?
Making weapons for our heroes.
Is this VR? I can't tell if it's VR or not. Kick is being gay.
Hello, Big Bro.
But what really freaks folk out is when Big Hand takes possession of them and goes exploring.
Oh, you can control them.
And questing. Fact is, Hand will even slide inside the mind of our pets if we let it.
Did you just fist the... That motherfucker just fisted the dog. We all saw that, right?
Fact is, Hand will even slide inside the mind of our pets if we let it.
Unbelievable. So the houses can look like building blocks. I don't know if I like that. I mean, fine, I guess, but I would just make my house either stone or the clay. Stone, clay, or wood. I wouldn't add all those colors because it just, I don't know, it just makes it look wrong. See, I like that brick layer right there. I like that brick. Not that one. You see that brick right there? See, I like that. I'm trying to figure out how these motherfuckers get upstairs. How do you go upstairs? You know what? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
But we wouldn't have it any other way. Because Big Hand is our protector.
Yeah, it seems like a god simulator.
Because once the sun's gone down,
sun
creatures
goes down.
of the night rise up.
Okay.
And come calling. We have heroes to stand and fight, of course, but Big Fingers is the keystone in this castle.
I like the design of the female character. She's got tits. Good. She's got no pants on? Yes. But she's got no... That's good. I'll play this.
Fingers is the keystone in this castle.
Nice. Bro, you could call that lightning looks real clean. I'm not gonna lie. Magic explains all stairs are not necessary. Maybe. I looked up 22 cans. It's Peter Nick's second company after he left Lionhead, after he was done with the Fable series. See, there goes. See, if you can't just say from the makers of Fable, and then it's just like this, the studio the studio is not what made Fable. It's the people, and the people that made Fable are gone. I like this. I like this. Ken made the god awful scam game Goddess. Ken said he made that god awful scam game. Goddess. Well, I hope this is not a scam. Yo, you can call lightning with the fireballs. No, you suck.
Right now, we have a vacancy that needs filling. There's one seat empty in this story. That of the Master. Might you be the one to sit on his throne? Might you be the next Master of Albion?
Yeah, I wishlisted it. Yeah, I'll get it. Oh shit. Wishlisted. Are you coming out on April 22nd, or are you early access on April 22nd? There's a big difference. There's a big difference. Well, that's Masters of Albion. This game I've been looking forward to. Yeah, I'll give it a chance. This game I've been looking forward to, and I didn't want to play or watch anybody play this game until I had all the chapters, and I think this is the final chapter. Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 is coming out next month. I asked for Fireball. The fuck is that? I don't think you really need a knife.
It's time to go.
Fuck that. Fuck that. Broken things. Okay. Okay. Next month, we're gonna play all of the rest of the chapters, and then we're gonna play this chapter, because I thought the first chapter was like really cool, and then people keep on saying, oh, the next chapter is out, or the next chapter is out, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm not gonna watch any of this until I get all of it, because it looks really interesting, with a really deep story and really horrific moments. And I'm looking at this and I'm just like, I want the whole thing. I don't want to have this moment where it's just like, oh, what's gonna happen? And it's like, oh, well, it stopped abruptly. You're never gonna know. You gotta wait until it finally comes out. Yeah. That I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But we're gonna put this right here. Yeah, we're not gonna worry about that. Okay. So we're gonna have a bit of fun before we do the trailer. I really wanted to know all of Deadpool's interactions within Marvel Rivals. As you know, you probably already know, Deadpool is coming to Marvel Rivals, and I think the voice actor is actually somebody who has actually already played as Deadpool. Also, Sean Beam, who has also played as Wolverine previously. I think this is going to be a really funny moment. So the first interaction has to be between these two. Let's go ahead and have at it.
Fine mess we've gotten ourselves into, eh, partner?
I'm not your partner, Wade. Never have been, never will be.
Take one look at the international box office.
He's already breaking the fourth wall. It's all right, whatever.
Don't change your mind.
As usual, I've got no clue what you're talking about, bub. Why are we just standing around? We doing this or not, Wade?
I'm itching for a sequel too, buddy. But we have to wait till at least phase 7.
Whatever. If you're not up for the fight, guess I'll have to do it alone. Later, bub.
Wait! I changed my mind. Daddy needs his residuals. Let's go! Since Weapon X gave me your healing factor, it's kind of like you're inside me every day.
What the
You don't
fuck?
quit your yapping, Wade. You'll have a lot more of me inside you real soon.
Logan, I'm not that kind of girl. At least buy me dinner for— Oh, I'm sorry, you meant your claws.
Damn right I did, bub.
Great. We're saving
Oh, this is gonna be good.
the world, and here comes the loosest cannon.
Was that an insult? Because it feels kind of like a compliment.
Just an observation.
The loosest cannon and his sidekick Spider-Man. I like it. You know, some people think I'm basically just Spider-Man with guns.
Which means you're absolutely nothing like me.
Sure I am! Like you always say. With great power comes great, something.
I rest my case.
Something. Yo, I want this. I can't wait.
I've heard some whispers that I'm gonna be a bigger household name than you, Webhead.
Those people are insane. You're a mercenary, Wade. You kill people for money.
And you protect people for free. It's like we're two sides of the same coin.
You've gotta be kidding. We aren't even two sides of the same argument.
Now this is a New York I can love.
Because it's full of vampires and other bloodthirsty monsters?
Yeah, I mean, I feel right at home. And also I can waste them all and everyone thinks it's awesome. To beat vampires, we're gonna have to think like vampires. So, you happen to know any?
I mean, Morbius, but
Morbius? We bringing up Morbius now?
he's a living vampire, so I'm not sure that counts.
Living vampire, huh? Sounds like Hollywood gold to me! It's Morbin time, baby!
We have to let that shit go. We have to let that shit go. He's trying to bring it back, and I'm like, no, please don't.
Ah!
You know, I think I might see if the other team needs an extra member.
So, here you and the Cajun made it official. Kinda bummed I wasn't invited to the reception.
Well, I just thought it might be awkward for you, Wade. I mean, you and I have history.
You mean how we used to tangle tongues? So what? I got over my feelings for you ages ago, like last Tuesday at the lake.
What the fuck is going on? How many people have dated Rogue, for the love of God? Yeah, it was more than Gambit. Even Jane has oh god, a lot of these women have dated a lot of other different men.
Sure you did, sugar. Sure you did.
It's always a joy to come back to the homeland of my people.
Your people? You know full well you ain't a mutant, Wade.
Well, not technically, but that's never stopped you guys from letting me slap a shiny gold X on my belt.
Aw, honey, you know they just let you wear one because it makes you an easier target, right? Right?
Hold on. What's with the golden guy? Is Kunlun hosting the Oscars this year?
Are you fucking serious right now?
And did I finally win?
The battle is yet to be decided. This sacred realm is being threatened by a powerful negative energy.
Online reviewers? Yeah.
Oh my god. What's wrong with whatever.
Those guys are the worst. I'm looking at you, Deadpool Socksores 1990. Really? Numbers in your name in this millennia? Come on!
Whatever it may be, we still have a long way to go before we can hope to celebrate a victory.
I really dig the whole one-winged angel thing you got going on, lady.
I may not have been born a child of heaven, but I have found my place there nonetheless.
Not gonna lie, I'm definitely gonna have some fantasies about this later.
Careful, knave, or they shall be your final ones.
Jesus.
Hey, King Kitty! If you—
King Kitty? You know what? I'm so glad that somebody will make jokes at the Wakandans or Black Panther. Everybody has been gassing up fucking Black Panther, and I'm over here trying to figure out, is anybody gonna say some shit about Wakanda? Anybody? I don't know. Rogue had 14 boyfriends? Jesus. I mean, I get it. You can't touch people, but jeez.
You're here, then who's sitting on your throne back home?
My sister, Princess Shuri, oversees affairs in Wakanda during my absence.
Ooh, a real-life princess. Any chance you'd like to add another affair to oversee?
If she did, I can guarantee that it most certainly would not be with you.
I wish I had been trained in the Red Room instead of Weapon X.
Trust me, you don't. Growing up in the Red Room was like torture.
Weapon X wasn't like torture. It actually was torture. Honestly, I kind of miss it.
Maybe you would have been just damaged enough to survive after all.
Ooh, Blade. Is this the part where we compare swords?
Only if it's to show you how sharp mine is when it hits your throat.
Really? Oh, sweet. I can totally heal from that. I think. Oh, wanna find out?
Take your brand crazy somewhere else before I say yes.
Say, Brooks, baby, you been to a rave anytime recently? Particularly a bloody one?
Blade. Yes. Yes. Oh my god.
No. Why?
Darn, I was looking for a place to take Shikla on a date. Maybe we'll go ice skating instead.
Hidden Drac where it hurts. I knew I'd warm up to you.
Well, hello there! You came to this dance without a date too? Oh, what do you say? Prom?
Sorry, I've already got a partner. His name is Cloak.
Ah, the old boyfriend in Canada thing, eh? Well...
Anybody joking Canadians, I'm friends with. Anybody that jokes Canadians, I'm friends with.
I'm from Canada, and I've never met the guy.
Oh, he's not in Canada. He's right here. And he says he can't wait to come out and say hello.
If we're going to win this, I'll need you at your very best, Wade.
And by best, you mean worst, right?
There are some lines that heroes don't cross, son.
Well, then I guess you're lucky I'm here, Old Glory. Oh, the full moon's out, Cap. It's time to go all howling commando and turn into the one and only Capwolf.
I'm afraid that side of me is long gone, Wade. Though I'll admit it would have come in handy.
Aw, bummer. I was hoping you'd turn me into a Wade Wolf. I guess I'll just have to settle for a vampire bite.
I wouldn't recommend that, son. I'm not sure any of us could handle an undead pool.
Probably not.
Hey, Double D! Did you...
I like how the only person that's nice to to Deadpool is fucking Captain America, as always.
see my sweet moves in the last round?
No, I didn't. But I'll gladly take your word for it.
Ooh, right. Sorry, forgot you were blind. That would be a shame.
Yo, I totally forgot he's blind. Yo, he did a blind. I totally did not. I totally forgot that Daredevil's blind for a second. I was like, yo, did you see my moves, Deadpool and Daredevil? And I'm like, nah, he didn't see that shit because he's fucking blind. Oh my god, I love this.
Of me.
And she should be, but for totally different reasons.
Your spells can conjure essential items in times of need, right, Doc?
I suppose they can, if the Vishanti are willing.
Good, because I have been craving a chimichanga like you cannot believe.
I am not sure that would be considered essential.
So you just wave those jacked up hands of yours around and, poof?
My spells require very precise hand motions to cast correctly.
Oh, I've got some signature hand motions, but showing you would ruin our rating.
I can only imagine.
I believe it would be best for all if I just took your word.
Wow, Emma! You look like $1,000,000.
Only $1 million? I spent that much on these boots alone.
Huh.
This bitch.
Suddenly I'm beginning to think this merc is in the wrong line of work.
We've been trying to tell you that for years, darling. Wade, still hiding so much pain beneath the chaos.
Emma is still hiding so many diamonds beneath the diamonds. I'm sorry, can we start over? This one's never gonna be a me.
I assure you, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Honestly, that makes two of us. Hey, Haktua, did you read...
Oh my god, bro.
Really start out at the circus before you join the Avengers?
Yeah. Learned every trick shot I know under the big top.
I love the circus. The acrobats, the elephants, the bearded lady. Oh, hubba hubba.
You would have fit right in, Wade. We were always looking for extra clowns.
Spill the tea, Hawk guy. How do you go a whole battle and never run out of arrows? Is that a magic quiver?
No, I'm just good at counting, Wade. But I understand how that might be a bit beyond your abilities.
Wow.
Math is hard. That's why I just fill my pouches with all the bullets I can pick out of my enemies' corpses.
Well, I hope you brought a few extra today, because I have a feeling we're gonna need every last one of them. Didn't make it onto the guest list, but I'm crashing this party anyway.
You and me both, little Bo Peep. So what do we do first? Tango? Charleston? The worm?
Something tells me we're past the point of dancing, Pool.
Try living on the edge, Aerosmith. There's
What is going on with these names?
nothing like busting a move or busting skulls. Woo-hoo-hoo! Nice Goth Warrior Princess vibe. As the kids say, you slay, girly pop.
Don't ever say that fucking again. Don't ever say that again.
Indeed, I do. In fact, I have slain so many over the centuries that I have lost count.
Hot. You know, I used to have a thing for death herself, but I prefer a girl with some meat on her bones.
Damn, she's saying you too skinny. God damn. Oh God, what is he gonna say about Squirrel Girl? Oh God, what is he gonna say about Squirrel Girl? Oh my God.
Normally I would strike a mortal down for speaking to me so, but you are strangely alluring.
I
didn't see that coming.
heard this was a Black Ops affair, but I'm not seeing any other mercenaries.
Actually, I believe the invitation said it was black tie.
Ooh. I guess both of us kind of botched that one, didn't we, Doc?
At least I'm wearing more than ripped pants. That's better than usual.
Sometimes the universe just isn't fair, John Boy.
Oh, why? Because we've been sucked into an endless struggle to save reality?
But no! Because you're so handsome under those flames, and I'm the one who looks like a burn victim!
Good to know you're focused on what's important.
It's an honor to get to compete alongside a world-class athlete like you.
I think you've got the wrong guy. I'm a superhero, not a sports star.
Wait, you're not the human Olympic torch? And what's with the tracksuit and the number?
Just a reminder of how fantastic I am. And it may be a 4, but I still plan to come in first.
So you can make anything invisible? Like, anything?
Even my power.
Oh no, 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 no. No, 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 no.
Has its limits, but for all intents and purposes, yes.
Cool. So if
Please? I can't look.
I happen to go into battle without pants, I could just blame you then, right?
Give it a try, and everyone here will find out what else I can make disappear.
The Iron Fist? Thank goodness I found you. I can't get the wrinkles out of my costume.
You need to leave!
You don't seriously think I have that kind of iron, do you?
Most people would say I can't seriously think at all. And they're not wrong.
And you're on my team? Wow, my karma must be worse than I thought.
The time stream is in grave danger. We must act swiftly if we wish to save it.
The time stream is in grave danger. We must act swiftly if we wish to save it.
Sounds like someone's been hanging out at the TVA again. How's my old pal Mobius? Sounds like someone's been hanging out at the TVA again. How is my old pal Morbius? Mobius, not Morbius. That's a different guy.
TVA. I do not know of what you speak. You must be thinking of a different Loki.
TVA.
You don't have to do both of them at the same time.
I do not know of what you speak. You must be thinking of a different Loki.
Probably. I forgot that you've got more variants than the first issue of a new comic. Probably. Forgot that you've got more variants than the first issue of a new comic. How is that Lady Loki skin? Your K-pop
didn't even say anything. Man.
Sensation Luna Snow? I'm so excited I could scream like a little girl.
You know me?
I don't just know you. I know every piece of your choreography. Wanna dance while we fight?
Sounds fun, but I have an image to maintain, and you don't fit it.
How you gonna do that? How you gonna say that shit? Bruh. Just make it happen. And what are you talking about? You every time that you get a skin, Luna, you look like fucking what? Like cotton candy.
Oh, hell yeah! I am so glad that you're on my team.
Wow, I didn't expect that from you. Any particular reason why?
Well, word on the street is that you never get nerfed. So this...
Oh my god, they know. They totally know. They totally know. Like, the favoritism from the game developers that made this game, not only have they buffed her, never nerfed her, then they nerfed her once, and then they unnerfed her, and then gave her a new ability. And I'm like, okay, bruh. At first, I thought people were crazy that the developers were like having a favoritism with Luna, the character to your right. And then after like a while, I was like, okay, guys, the favoritism, you're never gonna nerf this bitch. What the fuck's going on?
It should be easy.
I don't know what that means.
Yes, you do, bitch, you fucking lying whore.
But everything should be chill, I hope.
Stay close to me. If I open a portal, I want you to...
Whoa. Hold up, Russian doll. You can make Marvel Sparkle Circles too?
I call them stepping discs.
My branding is totally better. Trust me. Just ask Kevin. Well, if it isn't the Queen of Limbo, want to see how low I can go?
With you, Wade, I'm pretty sure there is no bottom.
Huh, you really see me? If you ever need a king for your demon dimension, let me know.
Thanks for the offer, but I would rather be eaten alive by a horde of goblins.
Let's make this fun, Maggie. If I take...
He shot his shot.
Down 5 in a row, I get to wear your helmet in the next match. What do you think?
I think you are a bothersome fool who treats the fate of the universe as if it's nothing more than a joke.
Yeesh, what made you so grumpy, Grampy?
Decades of war and genocide that would crush the joy out of any sane man. Clearly, that does not apply to you.
What a Jew.
So you're really into plants, huh? I've got a bit of a green thumb myself.
Really? How fascinating.
It's not the only part of me that's turned green.
I should have seen this coming, to be honest.
I really should see a doctor.
I should really be going now.
Oh, yeah, I love Deadpool to make things awkward.
You look as though you have an important question, Deadpool.
Your stretching ability can make things bigger, right?
Please. Please. Please stop.
Does it work on your, you know, like,
Yeah, I'm gonna stop you right there.
I was gonna say brain! Why'd you have to go and make it all creepy?
I am
No, he wasn't.
vengeance. I am the knight. I am...
Whoa! Deja vu! I teamed up with a guy just like you not so long ago. Sweet cape, fancy gadgets, grim demeanor, long pointy ears.
Huh.
What are we doing? What are we doing right now? What are we doing right now? What is happening? We're really gonna bring out Batman? It's Deadpool. What are we doing?
Sounds like a cheap knockoff to me.
Oh, fuck you. They came before you, Moon Knight. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, yeah, you just keep telling yourself
Yeah, keep telling yourself that.
of that, Mooney. Whatever makes you feel better. Minion.
Every man wishes they were Mr. Fantastic in that department. Yep, pretty much.
Guardians of the Deep, heed your king's command.
Yeah! Show this guy some respect. He's Marvel's first official superhero. He beat the other fish guy by, like, 2 years.
I have no idea what you're blathering about, cretin.
Most of the times, neither do I, Mackenzie. But to be fair, I've been shot in the head a lot. And I mean a lot. You, haven't found a phone in the bottom of the ocean, have you, Wet King?
Namor does not waste his time gathering human refuse.
Probably for the best. I dropped it after a crazy night on Dazzler's yacht. Some real compromising pics on there.
Then again, I suppose I could keep my eyes open for when
What the fuck? What the fuck, Namor, you fucking weirdo?
I return to the deep.
Whoa, what is that thing? An Ava unit? A baby Gundam?
Ava unit? Bro. He just says things. He was really close to saying Batman, but...
Can I take it for a
baby Gundam? What the...
Whoa, what is that thing? An Ava unit? A baby Gundam? Can I take it for a spin? Please?
It's a psychic-powered battlesuit that also happens to be my partner. No joyrides allowed.
Wait! I have a partner too. What if we trade and I let you ride piggyback on Wolverine?
Spider still says no, but the idea does sound unusually entertaining. Reda-san, ready to team up for some hardcore action?
Before I reply, I need to see some ID. You sound way too PG-13 for my...
What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing?
My brand of humor.
Sure, I may be young, but that won't stop me from saving the world.
I'm all good with the world saving. I just want to avoid another awkward meeting with HR.
Fair enough.
Even when universes die, the Phoenix always rises from the ashes.
Yeah, so do I, and it kinda sucks. Think you could help me in the cycle for good?
This world is not done with you yet, Wade Wilson. Not even close.
Aw, crap. I was afraid you were gonna say that.
Have you seen Scott anywhere, Wade?
Yeah,
it's
where's
not like
Scott?
him to miss a battle.
Yeah, where's Scott at?
Cyclops? Sorry, but your one-eyed warrior isn't even playable. Yet?
Yo! Yeah! What? When? Yo, where's I mean, yeah, the fourth wall breaking. Yes, awesome, great.
Say that.
Have you seen Scott anywhere, Wade? It's not like him to miss a battle.
Cyclops? Sorry, but your one-eyed warrior isn't even playable. Yet?
I have no idea what that's supposed to mean.
You wouldn't read it. But the leakers online are gonna lose their mind.
You're the hunter who took me captive and delivered me to the Collector.
No! That must have been a different red-masked mercenary. Definitely not one as charming and handsome as me.
I'm certain it was you. I saw you through the eyes of my wolf. If you wish to live, you owe me a great debt.
Would you accept a coupon for 20% off your next assassination attempt? Yeah, didn't think so.
You? I swore that I'd strike you down if I ever saw you again.
Really? Even after I rescued you on Mount Shiaru? Talk about ungrateful. Yeesh.
A kidnapping and a rescue are not the same. How many others did you take away against their will?
Let's see. Carry the one and... too many, but if it helps, you were the last one I was able to... save.
That's even worse.
I ain't sure I like the way you're looking at me, fella.
This is gonna be perfect. This is gonna be perfect.
I ain't sure I like the way you're looking at me, fella.
Sorry, I've just always wanted to adopt my very own pet space raccoon.
Are you out of your flarkin' mind? Go on, call me a pet again, pal. I dare ya.
Ooh, you've got a big gun and a potty mouth? You're even more perfect than I thought. Oh, look at the sweet little puppy. Come here, baby. Daddy's got belly rubs.
Back off, or I'll blast your face so hard they'll find your teeth in another dimension.
Ow, son of a... Pupper's got some bites. Okay. You know, I've been looking for a new pet pool.
I ain't a dog, and I sure as flark ain't nobody's pet. Got it, freak?
You carry many oddities in your pouches, Wade. Any that might assist us in our effort?
You shouldn't have asked that. You shouldn't have asked that, and now we're all fucked.
Safety pins, chewing gum, D batteries. Ooh, I might have a wand of Watum in my pant. Nope, I'm just happy to see you.
I love this. I love this.
I might have a wand of Watum in my pant. Nope, I'm just happy to see you.
Stop right there before I turn you into a newt.
To be fair, that might actually be an improvement. Wanda Maximoff! Wow! I loved your little sitcom with the vision. You deserved all the awards.
I am not sure what you mean, but thank you.
Another one.
Any chance you could hook me up with Agatha Harkness? She's just my type. Crazy, hot, and deadly.
That ancient crone would eat you alive, which honestly might be best for all of us.
I saw that coming.
Hey there, chum. Squirrel Girl and Tippy Toe at your service. What can we do you for?
Please tell me your catchphrase isn't really about eating nuts.
Well, actually...
And kicking butts, yeah. Oh, why? Is that a problem? Did somebody else already use that one?
Wow. It's truly amazing what gets through since we ditched the comics code.
You lucked out, buddy. You've got the legendary...
The comics code, yeah, I know about that shit. I fucking hate that fucking code.
Star-Lord on your side.
Star-Lord, huh? Guess I can finally start calling myself Earth King, then.
Hey, not cool. Okay, I earned that title. And at least it sounds better than Deadpool.
Of all the hot Chris's in the MCU, this is the one I ended up with.
The hot Chris? You mean Chris Pratt?
Really? Wait, if you're a weather goddess, can you bless the rains down in Africa?
We have to stop this man.
Part-time goddess. But I can, and I have, many times.
Wow. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you.
I imagine a hurricane-force wind should be more than enough.
Great. Aurora's here, and there's not a $5 umbrella guy anywhere in sight.
I will do my best to keep my weather powers from impacting my allies.
Thanks, Stormy, because the only place I want to make it rain is in the club.
Then again, I may save a bolt of lightning just for you.
For a guy with unlimited ammo, you sure are lacking in pouches, Frankie.
I've got everything I need to get the job done.
Really? Do you have an ice cream scoop? Assorted balloons? Action figures?
I'm hunting criminals, Wade, not throwing a birthday party for a 6-year-old. Wilson? Really? Ugh, just kill me now.
No can do, punny honey. We're on the same side. Well, this time. So fire up that turret and let me blast some noobs.
There's no chance I'm letting you put your filthy hands on my arsenal, Deadpool.
You know, that's probably a good idea. Even I don't know where they've been. Or how they get so sticky.
Ugh. Ew.
I like hanging out with you, Grim.
Part-time goddess? No wonder Africa is suffering from desertification. Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like we've got a lot in common.
Like the fact that we keep on fighting even when the odds are against us.
Or that we're both so ugly that you'd literally
You couldn't even, you had your chance to make a friend.
Literally have to be blind to love us. Like Alicia, right?
He made a blind joke about his girlfriend?
We keep on fighting even when the odds are against us?
Or that we're both so ugly that you'd literally have to be blind to love us. Like Alicia, right?
Well, maybe you're right. This one's for you, Alicia.
I know this is...
I like how the Thing is such a gentleman that he's just gonna let that shit slide. Like, he's not, like, if it was Wolverine or something, probably something different, but the Thing is like, what did I expect from Deadpool?
A little forward for a first date, but can I touch your hammer?
Nay. This is a sacred weapon forged for gods, not fools.
Pretty please, with tiny metal wings on top. I promise I'll be worthy-ish.
Perhaps I will let you feel Mjolnir's might, as she knocks some sense into you.
Look at you, with the teeth and the tongue. So extreme. It's like the 90s threw up.
We do not think that was a compliment.
Oh, no, it totally was. You should see my face. It's 1,000,000 times more gross.
Your face is not our concern. Your mouth, on the other hand.
What do you say, big fella? Are we doing this or not?
We have no idea what you are babbling about.
Venom pool. You know the kids would pay big bucks for that.
I think there is a Venom pool, I think.
Sweet, sweet alternate costume.
There is no way we would bond with you, but devouring you, that we would consider.
So, how exactly do we add
and void to the end of Null's name?
We are not sure it is even possible. Null is a god as old as time itself.
I'm sure I've got something in these pouches that'll take him down.
Then you had best find it soon, for once he awakens, all hope is lost.
We just got here and you already got yourself an iron fist? No fair! I want to be an immortal weapon!
My fist may be made of metal, but I'm nowhere close to immortal.
I don't know, Buck. By my math, you've got to be over 100 by now, right? What's your beauty secret?
Decades in suspended animation tend to keep a guy young, whether he wants it or not.
This is why they gave
sad.
me the katanas.
I just capped Cap. No Cap.
Couldn't steal the win this time, Gambit. Aw, man. Just when I was starting to like you, Hella.
All hail the new king of limbo, Deadpool. Let's be honest. You should have retired years ago, Eric. Back to the ashes for you, Phoenix.
That was for saying yokai too much.
Shouldn't have broken up with me, sugar.
Really? That petty?
May the claws be with you. Perfect time to steal all your vibranium again.
Ooh la la, that was not très bon, mon ami.
Oh
Save your spot in hell, baby girl.
Oh, my poor sweet shark dog thing.
Demon Queen down! Yikes on bikes.
They got Magneto? We are so screwed.
No one hurts Rogue on my watch. Ooh, Logan's not healing from that one. Perfect man, huh? I'm intrigued. My flag's at full mast after that one, Cap.
You royally flushed him, Remy.
What the fuck?
Oh, way to go, you adorable ball of fangs and fins!
Okay, all right. We're done. There has to be Heroes KO Deadpool. I want to hear this.
Heard you coming from a mile away, Wade.
Yeah, Heroes killing Deadpool.
About time someone shut you up, Pooh.
Who was that guy? It's like he never stopped talking, even when he was down for the count.
No hard feelings, Wade. I mean it.
Your only legacy is the mess you left behind, Deadpool.
You'll be back, Wade, whether we want you or not.
What the fuck?
Thank goodness someone finally silenced Wade's filthy mind.
Deadpool's down. Thought it got too quiet.
They hate him.
You best regenerate from that soon, Wade.
Oh my god. Okay, so which one? There's a few that I like. I like the fact that I'm gonna get Cyclops soon. It's Morbin time. confirming that Luna is the rivals team's favorite. It is. Daredevil's interaction is just another excuse of Alex to stream Marvel Rivals with... I don't know what he's talking about. He called Hawkeye Hawk Tua. He just mentioned Batman. Yep. Dagger finally beat the not loyal allegations. Wait.
Oh, hello there! You came to this dance without a...
Oh, yeah, the not... Okay, yeah, I know what they mean. The leaked dialogue is now real. Yeah, Sephiroth Ref, Final Fantasy shoutout.
I really dig the whole one-winged angel thing you got.
Oh, yeah, yeah, sometimes when I hear one-winged angel, I'm just like, does it really feel like they were talking about Final Fantasy VII? Nah, I don't know. Batman reference, one-winged angel, fantasies, yep. Let's see.
Ooh, Blade. Is this the part where we compare swords?
Only if it's to show you how sharp mine is when it hits your throat.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. Batman. Yeah, the Cyclops reference really hit. I don't really care about the one-winged angel thing, but the biggest one was the Hawk Tua one. That was fucking hilarious. But yeah, really fucking hilarious. Really fucking hilarious. What did I miss? Nothing too much. We were just fucking around. I wanted to hear about something. But we are going to talk about brown dust. Now, we're gonna go ahead and listen to this. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. We are gonna touch up on this real quick. Deadpool is gonna be annoying. I just know it, and I'll be playing him. Oh yeah, I saw that shit. He's like, he could be whatever the fuck he wants. Vanguard strategist, duelist. I can't wait for that. It's fucking crazy. I'll be right back. 1 second. I already play Blade like tank DPS, so Deadpool should be easy. Deadpool's gonna be pretty fun. Blade is getting a fucking huge ass buff, and I'm gonna fucking hate it. They didn't do anything for any of the characters that I play, so I'm over here just like, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna let it go. And I'm going to... Okay. Okay. Hey everybody, this is Mr. Hardcore Mode, where nothing is easy. Warriors and witches, how y'all doing? And God bless. We're here to talk about Brown Dust 2, a gacha game that I play on the side pretty much, and I pretty much enjoy it for the attractive characters, the hot characters, and pretty much the kind of cool little RPG that they got. There's a lot of currency in these gacha games, I get it, but I try my very, very, very best to make sure that I go free to play. But the game should exist especially uncensored. But Steam and other avenues are trying to censor brown dust. Like when it comes to platforms going over for, you know, bringing Brown Dust 2 into the fold, it's becoming harder and harder for these developers to choose whether or not to censor their game or to completely keep their game completely uncensored. So let's start off with the first bit of news and then the good news that comes after. Brown Dust 2 bends to censorship. Devs announced changes to character designs, cutscenes, and content, including removing the slap slap pop minigame due to concerns over objectification of women and potentially abusive depictions. By the way, I want to let you all know, they don't care about this. These are people within Europe and other avenues that have, you know, that have connections with Ofcom and, you know, other connections with, let's say, you know, payment processors. They are like, I firmly believe that the UN or NATO are using different programs to implement censorship across the board. And it's not particularly the censorship or objectification of women. They don't care about that shit. What they are doing is trying to implement, they're trying to basically do 1984. Anybody know that book? They're basically trying to make sure that there is nobody that's trying to say anything. I mean, we could take a look at UK. They literally, the reason why nobody's calling the police anymore is because the police have literally become like, you know, just social police. You can't say anything mean, you can't be racist, you can't do certain things, you can't even raise your flag in your own country and then wave it around. So those are the same types of individuals that are trying to reach in within our sphere of video games into our platform, even if it's coming from Japan, South Korea, or even China. They've been fucking with all three of them to censor what they have brought into the table. So what they did, let's continue. Removing the slap slap pop minigame as like it's not something that should be done to a woman, and then future faded guests will be heavily toned down, existing ones will be altered. Used lolly concerns as a smokescreen to justify censoring everything. So it's all these justifications for you know censoring Brown Dust 2 in their game. By the way, Brown Dust 2 is mostly known for its hot characters, so the developers bending the knee to these sort of programs and stuff like that. I know, I get it, I understand that they want to be able to sell their game, and they kind of were trying to figure out where they were going to, you know, put themselves in the market, and they want to put themselves on Steam. However, I'm pretty sure this is what's going to happen from now on. So they are being pressured by Steam, and this is what they're going to do from now on. Brown Dust 2 has been censored, but the developers aren't the real problem, it's platforms. So long as they hold this power, they will abuse it. A censored gacha game is like an unsweetened iced tea cone. Ice cream. Well, I would say unsweetened iced tea. So basically, lewd gacha game Brown Dust 2 will never be released on Steam. Developers refused to censor the game at Valve's request and canceled the release. Actually, this is what's going to happen from now on, because they've actually came out and changed their mind. They want to make sure, because they've seen the flack that they've got from their own players, the people that have actually supported their game and said, hey, you better keep this thing uncensored or I'm leaving. A whole slew of people came out and said, listen, we want to see them cute ass lowly bitches, okay? So you want my money? You better come correct, which is actually true. Two things: gacha games are built for this sort of thing. They have to be uncensored. And number two, you have to lay the groundwork for your fans, the people that came day one. It's kind of like what the whole thing with Warhorse Studios. You have to lay the groundworks for your fans. If you try to divulge and do your game for different individuals for no apparent reason, they will walk away. And so this is what's going to be happening from now on. So the developers with Brown Dust 2, what they're going to do is they're going to keep everything uncensored, but in certain parts of the world, mostly probably from Europe, they are going to censor Europe in that aspect, but so they're gonna have different versions. So I'm pretty much okay in the USA, but it mostly all of these censored things are happening pretty much primarily within, you know, Europe, because Europe is just it's a problem. Certain parts are not bad, but definitely Europe is trying to become well, you'll find out soon enough. So they also say right here on the bottom, we chose to comply because we were concerned that service shutdown in one region could spread to other regions or platforms. The biggest issue, however, was that we made that decision without providing a sufficient explanation or showing enough empathy. So I think there's more here, because so this is what they're doing right now. Brown Dust 2 developers completely walked back every single change after massive player backlash. After mass revolt, refunds, and review bombing, Brown Dust 2 developers held an emergency stream saying every change and act of censorship will not be implemented. Instead, they will offer 2 clients, one censored and one that is uncensored, and one as region's rules demand. No more censored outfits, no removed mini games, no altered characters, nothing gets touched globally. Cool thing, however, is that people can use they could use VPNs and possibly keep their thing uncensored, or they could probably just mod their game to uncensor their game. They have a multitude of different ideas of trying to uncensor their game, specifically in the EU. Let's keep reading. No more they will only apply restrictions in countries that force them by law. Everyone else keeps the fully uncensored version forever. The game is safe, players won this one. I think that's an absolute win. This person right here, he says, I don't trust them anymore. Gacha games are built on trust, and this is still going to hurt the game massively. Absolutely not. I don't think so. I honestly disagree. It's because when you it's one thing to just absolutely just, hey, we're gonna just censor everybody, but to come back after feedback and then change it and revert it back, I think that's a powerful thing. I'm okay with developers making a mistake. I'm okay with that. I think a lot of people are okay with that. I'm okay with developers making a mistake. It's all about coming back and walking it back and coming back with an apology. And you have to have a little bit of wiggle room for empathy, especially when these sort of things are out of their control. You know what I mean? Where it's just like, well, shit, I want to give it to people, but they won't let me give it to them because, you know, I can't really. And also, you don't have to just get it on Steam. You can also get the launcher on their website. But I 100% disagree with what that person said. One person says massive W, another person says congrats, though I don't think the game is worth playing or know how this is a sequel, and not quite sure why an erotic game would be called itself Brown Dust unless it had scat as a focus. Where the fuck is your mind at? Anyway, moving on. Game is garbage. It's just a cloak for porn that is like, it's a gacha game. Wake the fuck up, you're late. Hello, gacha game. Meanwhile, the first image you post with this is the clearest case of sexualized girl. Yeah, we like that shit. Also, women like to be sexualized too. You do realize that nobody played Splitgate, nobody's gonna play High Guard, nobody's gonna play Marathon, nobody's gonna play even, we got nobody cosplaying as somebody from Veilguard, and we got nobody cosplaying for fucking Concord. I wonder why. It's because women like to be objectified. Period. You're just gonna have to wake up to that idea. This victory for players just highlights how fragile modern game devs are under mob pressure. It makes sense though. Creativity and global standards now bow to outrage mobs. Winning feels good, but it's a terrifying precedent for artistic freedom. It is terrifying, and I could understand that the developers were just like, they really want to bring their game out over onto Steam, but they have to understand that the ecosystem in both ways. They have to realize that there is a growing censorship plan over in the EU, and they also have to realize that there's a lot of people that dislike that notion, and they want to repeal that whole idea over in the EU as well. I'm pretty sure people in the EU would like to get rid of whatever the hell's going on in the EU, that they just keep on putting chains and chains and more chains onto people within Europe. I'm pretty sure there's a growing majority of people that would like to move into power and then change these laws. But for now, you have to do your best. And also, here's another factor, is that you're from Japan, South Korea, or China. You have a certain culture of having things to be uncensored. You have a certain culture of making characters either cute or sexy. You keep that. That's your thing. That's your niche. That's your stitch. That's what makes you amazing. Everybody keeps on talking about like, oh man, I want to go to Japan. I love Japan. I love anime. See what I mean? See what I mean? So people like you, like these sort of developers, and I get it that people don't want to play gacha games because they don't want to, waste $50 on a 1% chance of getting a skin. Totally understand that, but the artistic design should be paramount for whether or not you're a game developer from Japan or South Korea, or whether or not you're within films. Because let's be honest here. Let's be fucking honest. In Netflix and all these other streaming sites, guess which films and TV shows are being watched more than anything else? Korean films and TV shows. In Netflix, there's a growing majority of people that go and walk towards South Korea. I've seen the graph. I'm surprised that's a thing. It's around a lot of the minority sort of, a lot of people are moving away from Western films and TV shows within Netflix, and they're moving towards Spanish films. They're moving towards, films that are not from, America or anything that, or even from like, from the UK or anything like that. They're also moving towards films and TV shows that are primarily old or just retro. And they're mostly moving towards South Korean dramas. Hell, perfect example, K-pop Demon Hunter, biggest thing around, right? So they have to realize that's the thing that worries me, and that's the thing that kind of pisses me off, is that these Asian developers and filmmakers don't realize the weight of or the skills and the weight of their ability and their crowd, basically, because they know that their films and their TV shows and their video games, even their gacha games, they know that they sell very well. But even if they do so well in their gacha games or whatever sort of lewd sort of games that they got, they still feel like that they're not on top, when in actuality they are. They are 100% are, and they have to realize their what's the word I'm looking for, their worth, because we've liked Dragon Ball, we've liked One Piece, we've liked lewd anime, we like all that sort of stuff, we liked Sailor Moon, we liked all the lewd stuff. Have you seen fucking Jujutsu Kaisen? Have you seen fucking like My Hero Academia? Even all these animes that we've seen, whether or not they're lewd or not, we have watched all of them. Even Crunchyroll I don't even respect, because I don't like Crunchyroll. I hate it. If you have Crunchyroll, cancel cancel that shit and watch it for free somewhere else, because they censor and localize everything on that website too. They are just making a monopoly on anime. But like I said with Brown Desk, they have something substantial here that everybody likes, and Europe hates that shit. This person says, LMAO, bullying works. Brown Desk 2 devs saw all those chargebacks, refunds, and people deleting the game and walking all that bullshit back. This was literally all they needed to do from the start. Just having multiple versions of the game for different stores like many others do. They have to. And it's a shame though, because I feel like Europe should be able to have this thing uncensored too. But that's the times that we're living in right now. See, they're, you know, have their heads down, and they're, you know, they're apologizing, and I could respect that. I get that, and it's a shame though. It's a shame, really, that they have to make two different versions for different regions. But sooner or later, somebody's gonna come up and change all of that right back to having things uncensored. This is why Keir Starmer and people in the EU wants to ban like X. This is another one of those reasons why. And don't let them come up to you. Anybody that's a game developer, whether or not you're from Asia or whether or not you're from the West or wherever you're at, if you got some sort of game that's lewd or something like that, it doesn't matter whether or not it's for adults or not. They want to censor your shit point blank, period. Whether or not it's objectifying women, which they don't care about. They don't care about kids. They don't care about objectifying women. All they want to make sure is that you keep your mouth shut and say exactly what they want to say. That is the path that they want. Period. Snail says, I'm sorry, here in Denmark, Orange Man is wanting to invade us with military power. When we're done with that, I'm sure we can get back to what's important. Hey, I'm gonna want that Greenland. Listen, you're gonna what? I want that Greenland. I mean, if you don't want me to have that Greenland, come over with that army. You know what I mean? Oh, that's right. You ain't got no army. That's right. Censorship hinders creativity. Absolutely it does. And so they have changed it back, and that's a good thing. And I like this right here. This is for the update. Yep. Listen, this is why. If you thought that white people really care about these hot girls, it's not. This is a ploy from Muslims or some shit. This is a ploy, and I get it that there's people that are in Iran that dislike this, and there's people that like this that are from Iran. But primarily, there's a growing fucking collusion going on that tries to make sure, like, hey, we're gonna turn off your shit if you don't change your shit. And a lot of us right now, whether or not you're in film or video games, we need to stand up and say, nah, I'm good. This game's gonna keep on going. You want me to block it off in your region? Fine. Then you're gonna be the lesser region. Anybody that plays the game over in EU, make sure you mod this game up so you can get it uncensored. But over here in the land of the free, we're gonna get this thing, and that's just how it's gonna be. And that's why a lot of people are moving over here. I'm sorry, but Muslims' culture is incompatible with the West. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. But I'm cool that they walked it back. I'm really glad. Really glad that they walked it back. Ooh. Okay. Let's go. Hey everybody, this is Mr. Hardcore Mode, where nothing is easy. Warriors and wenches, how y'all doing? And God bless. We're here to talk about Code Violet again, the Team Kill media that is responsible for Code Violet. I thought I was done talking about this game that doesn't want to come out in PC, but here we are again, only to find out that Team Kill Media is so mad that their game is not doing well. Another one of their games that is not doing well. It came out, IGN didn't like it, nobody fucking likes the game, and so right now the only thing that they feel they should do is fucking start copyright claiming. Or I don't think it's a copyright claim, it's a strike. It's a fucking strike. If it was a claim, it would be a different story, but it's not. So we have Atraes, one of the guys that I actually support. He's a pretty cool dude. Make sure you check out his channel, The Griff God. So he says, so I'm about to lay it down for the night, where I just happened to get an email from Team YouTube saying that the clowns over at Team Kill Media copyright claimed my video and got it taken down. Let's see how far you're willing to take this, cause intend to fight it. So he intends to fight this thing. He received this copyright removal request for the video based on an applicable copyright law. We removed your video from YouTube. So there was a possibility of an alleged tax evasion scam with Team Kill Media, and so he made a small 9-minute or 10-minute video about Code Violet, and so they came up with a copyright strike. So you now have one copyright strike. If you get multiple strikes, we'll have to terminate your channel, which is very, very bad. Nobody wants this. Nobody wants to work on a channel so well and then have it be copyright struck for the wrong reasons. And so this is the funny thing about this, is because he made a video that was talking about a video game, and he has an opinion. He has a right to talk about whatever the hell he wants to talk about up on YouTube. He has that right. He does. And so they looked at him like, oh man, he's not a he's copyright strike. He's accusing me of doing something. That's not how this works, boo-boo. That's not how this works. Okay? That's not how this works. Whether or not you are doing tax evasion or not, that is not how this slides. So Atraes came back, and Team YouTube came out today, or today, and they said right here, chiming in, we saw you already received our email, but wanted to confirm here as well that the climate retracted that claim earlier today, so your video has been restored from the strike removal. Of course it was going to get restored, but nobody wants a copyright strike. So this is what it says. Please disregard our initial decision for this counter notification. Well, at least they got rid of it. Thank you for your counter notification. It has now been forwarded to the claimant and submitted. Now that the counter notification has been sent to the claimant, they have 10 US business days from this date to respond. They responded pretty quickly. So they have taken it finally down. And so he's pretty much celebrating. So he's pretty much saying, try me again, bozo. Team Kill Media. Is this... So let me understand this. Let me get this. No. Let me say one more thing about Code Violet. Is the game actually fun? One person has played it already, called G-Man Lives. He says Code Violet is easily one of the worst games I've ever played. I'm generally baffled to how the developers think they can charge almost $80. $80? Are you fucking serious right now? $80 for crap like this. I played $10 Unreal Engine acid flips on Steam that are better than that, saying a lot. 4 out of 10 from IGN was generous. Oh god damn. Okay, so let me get this straight. Let me understand this straight. First thing that happened, you brought your game out. People were interested. People were asking if this game was going to come up on PC. Me thinking my capitalist brain would be like, oh shit, that would be a good idea to bring this game out not only on PlayStation, but also on PC. They rejected that thing, called you a bunch of perverts, and then they're coming out saying, oh man, well, we want to be in the Video Game Awards because our game is so good. And then IGN picks up the game, says the game is trash. Everybody gives it a low fucking score. And now people are saying, it's like, hey, is it possible that Team Kill Media is responsible for some tax evasion? Which, by the way, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Just because somebody makes a YouTube video about you possibly doing tax evasion does not mean that the FBI or the IRS is gonna come at you out of nowhere. I don't know if this has ever occurred to you, but the IRS is not looking at a whole bunch of YouTube videos going like, oh, is that what they're doing? Well, let me go find them. That's not how this fucking works. If you're doing tax evasion, they'll fucking find out, okay? Wesley Snipes found out real quick, okay? So I don't know why you even thought that. So then you do some copyright claims on all these channels that are talking about this thing, and then they come out and say, your game sucks. You're not gonna bring this out on PC. You go around telling people, hey, you're a bunch of fucking gooners, stop the shit. So all this shit and the whole tax evasion thing, whether or not it was alleged or not, all this shit, are you selling at all? Because you're telling me Code Violet is #2 best-selling horror game on the PlayStation store. Nigga, what the fuck? This is not real. The best-selling PlayStation games that are horror, it's not real. It's not I want people to know that these best-selling things on console are not fucking real. All they're doing is putting the fucking horror games in one section. That's it. They're not going out here saying, oh, this is the best game ever. No, they're not. They're not saying this. Tell me, give me a better one. Give me a better search option. If PlayStation says the game that is being played the most, I want to find that one, because there might be actual analytics to that. This is just showing all of the games that are horror games. That's it. And also, Resident Evil 4, Silent Hill 2, and Village is before you, it is after you, but you're #2? I don't think there is a #2. I'm looking at this. No. Let me look at this. You're not #2. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold up. This is not a number thing, because otherwise there would be numbers right by it. Oh my god, I was proven right again and again. Code Violet is #2 best-selling horror game on PlayStation Store. This is a fucking lie. You want to know how I know this is a lie? It's because this is the only game that's installed. They have this is what they do, okay? The promotion is always going to be in the front. And then up next is your games that are installed. Up next are games that you can pay for. And then after that, anything that's in your library that's not downloaded is last. That means there is no number to this thing. It is just a list of horror games, you dumb fuck. Anybody with brains could see that shit. The promotion is the first one with Dead by Daylight. Next would be your installed games. That means you bought Dead Space, Alan Wake 2, and Dying Light 2, right? So that means if you installed all 3 of those games, guess what would be right next to Code Violet on the top? All 3 of those other fucking games, you dumbass! And then what comes after that? All the games that you could buy that are also horror games, you dumb bitch. You dumb bitch. Anybody that's, bro, you can't reply on this, you son of a bitch. You know what you're doing. You know what, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. So, I hope they enjoy the $10 that they got. I hope they enjoy whatever minuscule amount of people that are going to play this game, because I'm telling you right now, it ain't no Dino Crisis game. I'll tell you that for sure. I'll tell you that right now. I got other hentai games that are way more fun than that game. Unbelievable. Unfucking-believable. They think we're fucking stupid. Atraes, thank God that you got out of that bullshit and tell them about the fucking about this bullshit. Lies. I'll see you guys. You take care. Bye for now. Oh. Just one look and I was just like, you're not number 2. And then I was like, wait a minute. Because I know web design, guys. Listen, I'm not really good at computers, but I know web design when I see it. And I know how marketing works. They put the one game that's mainly played by a lot of people up at the top saying, hey, you want to play Dead by Daylight? And it's always going to be at the top. It's always going to be there. All your installed games, well, they want you to see your installed games right up there, up at the top. Up next will be all of the games that you could buy. And then at the bottom, all the way at the bottom, are all the games that you have in your library, but you don't have installed. What the fuck are we doing here, bro? You over here saying number 2? Dead by Daylight is always first in horror games because it's free to play? Exactly. And here's the funny thing. And here's the funny thing. Why is that one in library in the middle right there? Why is that right there? That's kind of awkward. What kind of layout is this? Wait, wait. Why is this right here? In the middle. That's weird. Also, you know Phasmophobia is going to be way up there, right? That Outlast Trials game wouldn't be all the way up there. Outlast Trials is not very well known. Resident Evil 4, Silent Hill 2, and Phasmophobia would be all the way up at the top. Phasmophobia would not be on the second column. Everybody has Phasmophobia. Hell, I bought that game twice. And I was just like, yeah, this is not a game for me. Because they are furries? Maybe. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay. Unbelievable. Bullshit. Bullshit. Alright. Last one for today, guys. Splitgate 2. Let's do this. Hey everybody, this is Mr. Hardcore Mode, where nothing's easy. Warriors and wenches, how y'all doing? And God bless. We are here to talk about Splitgate 2, the game that everybody forgot about. Let's go ahead and watch it by minimal effort.
And I'm tired of playing the same Call of Duty every year. And I'm tired of playing the same Call of Duty every year. And I wish we could have Titanfall 3.
Yeah, they had us the first half, I'm not gonna lie.
Splitgate Battle Royale launches free right now, and it's fucking awesome.
A few moments later.
Splitgate boss apologizes for the division caused by his MAGA style hat. You should have never apologized for it. Nobody cares about the hat. Nobody cares. I would have never apologized. Hell, I'll wear my MAGA hat over there too. I don't care. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
No.
Jesus, man. only 1,000 people, less than 1,000 people. That's bad, man.
You know, I
I
think
agree
it's
with
been
you,
long
Hulk.
enough now that we can ask the question, does anybody remember Concord? You know, Concord, that game that got shut down after 2 weeks because nobody wanted it, because people looked at the characters and said, what the hell's going on? Like, why are they all ugly? Why do they all have pronouns? Even the freaking robot, right? So, that game kind of did something incredible because it set the standard by which every other game tried to avoid. Nobody wants to be the next Concord, which is funny.
Nobody
because,
does.
There's a lot of games right now, especially ones coming out in the very near future, that are already being compared to Concord. One of them, of course, is Highguard. I'm not even going to mention Marathon, because Marathon, I think it'll be better than Concord. I'm not going to lie. I've hated on Marathon a lot. I don't think it's going to be a massively successful title, but I do think it will do better than Concord did. But another one that seems destined to be the next Concord is this Highguard game, and people are noticing that the developers aren't even hyping this game up, even though it comes out just a few weeks here. You can see posts like this saying, anyone else remember that Highguard is supposed to come out in 3 weeks? They dropped that trailer at TGA and then have been completely silent since then. Everything screams DOA. I've not seen a game just have literally no hype like this since Concord. And again,
nope.
The vibes are there. The comparisons are there to be made. Another person quote tweeted this and said, as someone who thought people were being a bit too harsh on this game, what are the Highguard guys doing? The only impression this game has is a mid-ass trailer, not even gameplay footage. We don't even know what the gameplay loop is supposed to look like yet. And this is true, guys. And I know
Nobody knows the
are going to
loop.
be like, well, the devs got harassed online and this and that. No. I saw a lot of legitimate criticism, a lot of legitimate concern and WTF moments online, and the developers caved. They shrank.
Yep.
They completely cowered and ran away. This is not a matter of a harassment campaign. This is...
It's not a harassment campaign at all. Not at all. People have constructive criticism. Jeff Keighley came out and said, I got something truly special for you. Every game that comes out to be the very last game in the Video Game Awards is supposed to be a fucking banger. Because it's literally a trailer after you talk about, you know, the person who won Game of the Year. And that's the game that you gave us. You held us. A lot of people don't care about the fucking awards. They want to see the trailers. So we waited for the trailer. We waited for everything in the Game of the Year award, and then we waited for that trailer, and then you gave us this, thinking like, oh yeah, the kids are gonna like it. No, nobody likes it. Nobody likes Marathon. Nobody likes Highguard. Nobody likes Concord. Nobody likes Splitgate. You want to know why? It's because everybody has the same theme, the same style. Everything looks the same. If you were to go back and play Titanfall 2, it would look massively different to all those games that I just mentioned, because even Marvel Rivals has its own art design. It even has attractive characters. In these games, all the characters look the same, the style looks the same, even the ground pound of the ice giant, that's literally the big guy from fucking Concord. Everything looks the same, the hairstyles look the same, all the characters look fucking gay. All of them look like they should be in one game and one game only. That is why, if you do not appeal to cosplayers, women that are hot and want to do a cosplay, if you do not appeal to them, they will not cosplay as those certain characters. Why do you think Street Fighter is doing so well after all these years? Huh? Wonder why. I mean, we keep on bringing out the same game. You know, we don't give you anything brand new. It's like Shoryuken and Hadouken, and then people keep playing the games, and the girls are hot, and Chun-Li is fucking thick as fuck. You see what I mean?
Straight up, people looked at this game and said, who the hell is this for?
We're never getting Titanfall 3, and the fact that they didn't give us Titanfall 3 shows that these developers all have nose piercings.
And the developers had no answer.
We're gonna get Diesel Knights, though. I can't wait for Diesel Knights. Let me stop you right there. I'm tired of playing the same Call of Duty. Meanwhile, Battle Royale, motherfucker. So is everyone tired of Battle Royale too? We already got Warzone and Fortnite. I don't like those games. I do not like those types of style games. So there's an audience for it. But if you don't have attractive characters and like cool looking characters, then nobody's gonna play it. And by the way, if their version of attractive is what you see before you, you might want to get out of the game industry, boy.
But of course, sites like Insider Gaming are now saying High Guard could be dead on arrival as gamers fear a flop is inbound. And again, I know we've all been saying this for a while. It seems like the easy, safe bet to say that
this is a woman. This is a woman. I want people to know this is a woman.
This game is pretty much DOA.
Yeah, it's a woman.
But it is pretty interesting because not just is the game unappealing, it doesn't seem to have an audience for the game itself, but there's a lot of other concerns the game seems to have, given that it comes out in just a few weeks and there's been pretty much no other information coming out from the developers of this game. But even more interesting, as Insider Gaming points out, is that the game only has 7,460 followers on Steam at the time of writing this article, which was 2 days ago. And beyond that, it's even crazier because the game has a fan-created subreddit with just 113 members. It says, and on there, most of the posts concern questions about the lack of update from the developers. One user wrote, either the devs are stupid or this game is getting delayed. So again, this is one of those things where you can look at it and say, you got to give credit to Concord, because Concord created a new standard that everybody desperately wants to avoid, especially when it comes to these like hero shooter arena.
This is why I like it when games fucking fail. I want games that people don't like. Concord was the moment where we all saw the fat bitch with the fucking SMG and said no. Well, I don't like fat chicks. I don't like fat chicks. Oh, well, it's okay, man. Just say it. Yeah, I don't like fat chicks. Yeah, me too, bro. I feel bad saying that. It's okay, bro. Just speak with your chest. I don't want to play a fat chick with a submachine gun. I would like to play a hot chick with their tits out using a rocket launcher. Yes, me too, bro. Am I misogynistic? Bro, you're just a man, bro. You're just a man. That's it. And then guess what happened when Concord came out with their $400 million game? That's right. 1,000 people played the game. That's what happened. 1,000 people played Concord, and that's it. And here's the thing. Like, Concord will be the staple of what we want from now on. Concord is the staple of, you want to be like this? You want to get Concord 2. And people are already saying Concord 2.0. What do you want?
Based shooter PvP type games.
Are we supposed to talk about Splitgate?
On the flip side of things, a game that had no intention of being a hero shooter, in fact, they marketed themselves as not being a hero shooter, was Splitgate. Now, Splitgate 2.
Let me go back to that.
In fact, they marketed themselves as not being a hero shooter, was Split.
This is what you wanted, your design of your characters? This is the design. You designed your characters to all have skin suits and helmets. Why? That's boring. Why? What is this? What is this? Everybody looks like fucking cotton candy. What is this? The guns look like cotton candy. What is this style?
Splitgate 2, I should say, because
it's lazy.
Splitgate 1 was a game that was fine, no controversy, small player base. It was fun for a minute, but a lot of people just generally moved on from the game to other things. Splitgate 2 came out, and it was abysmally bad, the reception, especially after the developer said what he said on stage. And again, there are those of us who have zero issue with the fact that he had to make FPS great again.
Nobody cared.
Care less. That didn't bother me.
Nobody cared. These developers are so fucking fragile, it makes my head spin. I'm still trying to figure out, how is it that you're able to come out and risk yourself becoming bankrupt, but you don't have enough balls to keep the hat on? You know what I mean? I'm gonna risk my fucking bank account and make this fucking game. Oh shit, man, that's so white of you. White people love doing that shit. That's like that's the biggest thing that white people are good at, is like literally coming out. Like white people are really good at coming out and saying, I'm just gonna risk it and make what I want to make. And I'm just like, oh shit, go ahead, dude. Yo, this guy's got some cojones. This guy's the real deal. And then somebody says, I fucking hate your hat. And they're just like, sorry about my hat. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? What happened to the testosterone? What happened? What happened? It's so odd. It's so weird to have like developers to cave like that about some stupid hat.
That as a political thing, more of like a joke on a current meme, right? A twist on a meme, if you will. But a lot of people took offense to this, and the majority of people said, yeah, don't apologize. Own it. Lean into it.
Yeah, own it.
If you're going to succeed, you need to own the meme. And then what did they do? They came back and apologized for it. So basically, the people they offended were never going to play the game, and the people that they could have appealed to by not apologizing, not bending the knee, well, they just pissed them off too, because they're like, well, you have no spine now, so I'm not going to support your game if you're a coward. So now the game seems to have no audience after relaunching.
Not only that, but also your characters look bland. Your characters, just give people the option to make their own character, because your characters look bland. You don't look like you try. You didn't try anything with your characters. People would still fucking cosplay as Master Chief, and it's a big green dude. It's a big green dude, and you're giving us fucking candy corn looking fucking characters.
If you look at the current Steam numbers, 779 people in-game. Now, I understand. It's middle of the afternoon on a Tuesday afternoon here, right? The problem is the game has not peaked in 24 hours at more than 952 players, and has been consistent since relaunching. The peak here, since relaunching, was just under 2,300 players.
Nobody's coming, dude.
Now it can't seem to hit above 1,000 day after day, week after week. So again, Splitgate 2 is in a unique situation, whereas Concord was a $40 game, so they at least recouped a little bit of cost when they sold the game at $40 a piece. Splitgate is a free-to-play game whose only money, their only asset that they have to offer is microtransactions. So when you can't even get people to play your free-to-play game, you're not going to make any money on your microtransactions. There's no way this game is sustainable, given that it's free-to-play. But even worse than that today, 1047 Games came out on Twitter thinking that this was the smartest decision to make, to somehow try to push back against the conversations that are being had around the Steam charts by saying this: Steam charts don't measure fun.
Guys, you can't speak now. You can't speak now. You mean to tell me, why is this always a thing, man? Why is it that they see angry liberal weird white women go, take off the hat, and then they're like, oh yeah, I got you, ma'am, I'll take off the hat, and then one person goes, this game isn't doing very well, and then they make a fucking letter on Steam saying, Steam charts don't measure fun, guys. You mean to tell me that you had enough estrogen, you had enough testosterone for telling us about the Steam charts, but you didn't have enough testosterone for the hat that you were wearing? Fuck your game. That's why I think you're a bitch. If a studio is a bitch, people will not go over to the bitch ass game. That's just how it is. I like it when a developer comes out. There's some developers that are liberal as fuck, and I kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? I kind of admire how much they stick to their guns. I think the biggest one would probably is Ubisoft. Ubisoft is the biggest one. Ubisoft ain't apologizing for shit, and they're just throwing away developers right now. Ubisoft is just like, yeah, apologizing for nothing, bruh. Yeah. And everything's falling apart, and they're not backing down for any of their bullshit. I could respect that, but this idea of like, okay, I'll get rid of the hat, but I think our game is really fucking cool, and all of you guys are just bigots. And I'm like, what the fuck?
They show one number on one platform at one given moment. They don't show the full picture or what it feels like to actually play, and they definitely don't
You know that they are butthurt. You know that the Steam charts make like actually measure it because they brought this note out.
Through the community that's actively helping shape what Arena Reloaded is becoming, including upcoming content like Arena Royale. Over the past 6 months, we rebuilt the ground up because we believe in the game, our team, and our community. The 1047 team remains committed to delivering the best version of Splitgate possible. You've lost 90% of your players since the rebrand. 90%, guys, come on. He goes on to say, to our amazing community, thank you. Your feedback and passion have helped make Arena Reloaded better every day.
Who are you talking about? Your feedback and passion have helped make Arena Reloaded better every day? Who the fuck are you talking to? Like 3 lads on Reddit? See, this is... I strongly believe that Reddit should fucking perish. I strongly believe that Reddit should fucking die. Because Reddit, see, this is why I don't like censorship. You see what I'm saying? If you have censorship, you're only gonna hear the positive. You see what I'm saying? Reddit, you'll just go out and you can't really say certain things, otherwise you'll just get banned off of there. And Reddit, this is why I didn't like the AMAs for Divinity over on Reddit, is because you couldn't say shit with your fucking chest. And I'm over here, that's why my shit didn't get answered about the diversity shit. And so when I see like these motherfuckers are probably talking about things on their subreddit where where people are just like, well, I think that you should add another map and a couple of new weapons and make the combat more fluid. And I'm over here just like, nigga, no, it's not that. It's your art style. It's your art design. You do not come out to us and you don't give us that feeling that like we're playing a video game. It doesn't. It just fucking doesn't. Your characters all look the same. They don't have any sort of passion to any of the characters. I guess there's no characters. This is not a hero shoot or anything. But basically, if you made people like look whatever they want to look, and then have a design choice that they want to fucking have, and then you can go from there and make like destructible areas and stuff. Even Highguard has destructible areas. That's kind of cool, but you have to come out and give a art style that's completely your own. I'm looking at your game and I'm just like, I've seen this game before. You see what I've seen? You see what I mean? You see what I mean? There are some games out there that are trying to be Witcher 3, and they are trying their damnedest with the less money that they have than CDPR, and they're actually succeeding. Why is it that you came out with Splitgate and your game looks like fucking Highguard? It looks like Concord 3.0.
And to everyone who hasn't played yet, Arena Reloaded is free. The gameplay is the best it's ever been, and we'd love for you to jump in and form your own opinion. A lot of passionate people worked very hard.
You don't want to.
That's true.
You don't want to hear any opinion. No, you don't. You don't want to hear your own opinion because you just clapped back about the whole fucking Steam charts. You don't want to hear that sort of opinion. Go fuck yourself. Because you're lying out of your mouth. It's one thing for somebody to be like, listen, I don't like something small, like something where it's just like, I don't like the what's a good small thing that somebody would care about in video games? I don't like the way the character slides or something like that. That's something. We can have a conversation about that. But when I come at you and say like, listen, your art design, your style of play, and the way your world looks so fucking safe. It does. Just like Highguard, it looks fucking safe. Nobody wants to play a game that feels safe. You need to come out and just, we just saw Marvel Rivals, and Deadpool is the new character. He is saying some shit that is highly inappropriate, and I like that shit. That makes me want to play the game. You see where I'm getting at? Kind of like with Halo. Halo back then was oh my god, Halo was fucking good. Halo was so fucking good. But we had the different sort of, I know the whole, you know, Warthog, we had the whole, you know, we had ships. Bro, if you added ships and Warthogs or something, or smaller vehicles in Splitgate, that's one idea. If you added vehicles that can go through the warp or not go through the warp and just explode on impact, that would be a good idea. But no, your game just looks like Apex Legends. It does.
I'm sure that there was a lot of passionate people, but just like everything else in life, having passion and making a product doesn't entitle you to anybody else's money.
Nope, it doesn't.
People are just roasting him in the comments. Kate is saying your insecurity is showing, guys. Another person complaining that they can't even log in through Steam. One guy here says, damn, the player count is lower than your studio name. A guy here says making an official comment on a few people talking about your Steam charts is actually crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Negative sentiment around 1047 was a huge part of why Splitgate 2 underperformed so badly. It feels like you've learned nothing when it comes to shaping your public image.
Exactly what he said.
1047 games, want to see me kill Splitgate 2, want to see me do it again. You guys really didn't need to make a statement about Steam charts. Seems like a desperate...
Yeah, you really didn't need to say that.
Saying it's just a number. And again, it goes on and on. Now, to all the people who think that this is a valid take from 1047 Games saying it's just Steam, remember, there are lots of games that tried to cope by saying Steam charts don't tell the full story, right?
Very true.
But time and time again, Concord included, the Steam charts ultimately pointed to what was inevitably going to happen with the games collapsing, shutting down, being, you know...
Hulk says, don't measure fun? What the fuck? So why aren't more people playing your fun game? Very true.
No longer getting live service updates. There is a reality that Steam charts, and I know there's a...
Didn't the Steam charts have something for Concord, and then the game came out? It didn't sell for eight fucking days, and then they fucking pulled the plug. You remember that? You remember that? When Concord came out with their trans faggotry and shit, and their fucking bullshit, and the fucking fat chick and the they-them robot, and people said, no thanks, sir. The game died in fucking 8 days. Because we all saw what was written on the wall, or what was written in the Steam chart, and then what are you gonna tell me? Oh man, it was, listen, don't look at the Steam chart. I'm looking at the Steam chart, and the game's gonna fit.
A lot of console gremlins out there, and guys, I don't hate on consoles. Play on whatever system you want. I own multiple consoles. In fact, I just unpacked all my old consoles from my childhood. Consoles are great, but stop hating on PC players just because you either can't afford PC or don't understand it. The reality is Steam charts paint a massively, glaringly obvious picture of what's going on with the health of a game, and if people don't understand this by now, I don't know what to tell you. But again, this just seems like massive cope. I'm very interested to see what happens with this game, and this doesn't come from a place of hatred. I don't hate the Splitgate devs.
You wish I did hate it. You wish I did. I just don't feel anything for your game. I see your game and I'm like, if I saw your game at a fucking what's it called, a showcase, if I saw your game at a showcase, like a 2-minute trailer, bathroom break. You would be my bathroom break. I'd be like, oh, that game looks good. That game looks good. I'll wait. And then I see Splitgate 2 and I'm like, perfect, guys, I'll be right back. Bathroom break. That's it. Your game is literally a bathroom break.
I find it detestable that they decided to apologize for the joke of a Make FPS Great Again hat. I would probably have downloaded the game and checked it out, if nothing else, just for shits and giggles at this point, if the developer hadn't caved. But honestly, when he did that, I kind of lost...
I hate the designs of these characters. The fact that they caved for a hat, but they didn't cave for the Steam charts is... wow.
...staying interest in the game. So... let me know what you think about this down in the comments down below, guys, and I will catch you on the next one.
Yeah, so that was minimal effort. I will send this, guys, to you. Yeah, I agree with him. It's just like, really, You're crying about this? You're crying about the hat, but you're not gonna cry about the fucking Steam charts? I'd be like, guys, all right, what do we need to do that's right? And here's another thing that I have to say is a lot of these developers seem to bow down to Redditors a lot. They bow down to Redditors or people on their Discord a lot, but as soon as they reach away from Reddit, they're just like, ooh, this place is scary. Some of them don't like what I got. I can't have that. You gotta knock that shit out, bro. You really gotta knock that shit out. All right, guys. All right. I'm gonna play video games. I'm gonna play a lot of video games. And then I'm gonna go to bed. I appreciate y'all here. Thank you for coming on by. We had a 2-hour stream. That was about bad, not bad. We're gonna get right back into Mass Effect. We're gonna play a lot of Mass Effect, and we're gonna end Mass Effect 2 right where it's at. And then I want to get back to the previous games that I was playing. I appreciate y'all here. Please, if you want to see more of this, you know what to do. And I'll see you guys next time. I'll make sure to put these episodes up tomorrow. So I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for all the love and support, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.